You're about to post something, your finger hovers over send, and then the thoughts start. What will they think? What if they judge me? What if this is embarrassing? What if I look desperate, or arrogant, or clueless? So you delete it. You stay quiet. You play it safe. And slowly, without realizing it, you start living for an audience that isn't even paying attention. Marcus Aurelius wrote something that cuts right through this. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Let that land. We trust strangers, co-workers, even random relatives, more than we trust ourselves. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the Stoic way to loosen that grip, without becoming cold, defensive, or, I don't care, performative. The Stoics began here. Other people's opinions are not in your control, not partially, not if you explain it well, not if you try harder. It's simply outside your power. Dichotomy of control. Inner circle, your choices, your actions, your character, your values. Outer circle, other people's thoughts, moods, judgments, and interpretations. And this is the trap. We pour our energy into the outer circle, then wonder why we feel exhausted and powerless. Marcus ruled an empire. Millions of people judged him. Senators criticized him. Citizens complained. Soldiers questioned him. Historians would rewrite him. He couldn't control any of it. And in his journal, he asked a question that still stings. Why do we set less value on our own opinion of ourselves than on the opinion of others? Why do you let their reaction outrank your judgment? Epictetus took it even further. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. He wasn't saying, be foolish. He was saying, if you grow, some people will misunderstand you. If you change, someone will judge you. If you do something new, someone will call it stupid. That's not a sign you're wrong. That's the price of becoming who you are. And Seneca made the quiet observation that explains so much of your anxiety. Most of what you fear about other people's opinions is imagined. We build entire mental movies. They're judging me. They're laughing at me. They think I'm failing. But in real life, most people are too busy worrying about what everyone thinks of them. Here's the line to remember. Their opinion of you is not your problem. Your character is, but here's what most of us actually do. We don't just notice opinions, we organize our life around them. You post something, and immediately you check, refresh, count likes, read tone into silence. Why didn't they like it? Did I say something wrong? Are people talking about me? You let a number decide your self-worth. Or you're at a family gathering. Someone asks what you're doing with your life, and you share something you're excited about. And the response is a look, a pause. Oh, interesting. But is it stable? What does your dad think? Are you sure that's smart? And suddenly, you're defending yourself. Explaining, justifying, trying to earn approval from someone who isn't living your life. And even if you win that moment, even if they nod and say, okay, it won't end. Because next time there will be a new target, a new choice to question, a new way to make you prove yourself. You'll never satisfy everyone, and at work this shows up in a quieter way. You have an idea, but you don't say it. Not because it's a bad idea, because you can't tolerate the possibility of being judged, so you stay quiet, and later someone else shares something similar and gets the credit. Your need for approval costs you opportunities, and with parents, the pressure can feel heavier. Maybe they wanted you to be a certain kind of person, a certain kind of career, a certain kind of life. And the disappointment is there, spoken or unspoken. So you face the impossible trade. Do what they want and lose yourself. Or do what you want and carry their disapproval like a stone. And then we compare ourselves, siblings, friends, classmates, social media. We turn life into a performance. trying to look successful enough, trying to prove we're okay, trying to avoid being the one people talk about. And the common thread under all of it is this: you're making choices through the lens of, what will they think, instead of, what do I think? What's right? What aligns with my values? And that's why you're tired. Because it's impossible to live a life built from other people's expectations. They all want different things, and none of them are you. So what's the Stoic reframe? 3 truths. Truth number 1. They're barely thinking about you. Marcus said you'd worry less about what others think if you realized how seldom they do. That conversation you replayed all night? They forgot it. That awkward moment you're embarrassed about. They're not thinking about it. They're thinking about themselves. This one truth alone will give you breathing room. Truth number 2. Their opinion says more about them than it does about you. People judge through their fears, their priorities, their background, their wounds. Your aunt calls your plan unstable. That's her worldview. A friend calls your ambition trying too hard. That's their discomfort. A parent says you're not living up to your potential. That might be their dream, placed on your shoulders. Their opinion is a reflection, not a measurement. Truth number 3. Even if you could control it, it still wouldn't save you. Because approval is a moving target. If you win it, you'll need more of it. If you lose it, you'll chase it. Either way, you're trapped. So the Stoics don't say, stop caring. They say, care about what you can actually control. Your character. Are you being honest? Are you acting with integrity? Are you doing what matters, quietly, consistently? When you anchor your self-respect in your character, something changes. You become harder to manipulate. Guilt stops working, pressure stops working, fear of judgment loses leverage. Because you're not looking outward for permission, you're living inward from values. The practice, simple, usable, real. Before you speak, post, or decide, ask, am I doing this because it's right, or because I want approval? If it's for approval, pause. If it's right, do it. Even if someone misunderstands you. When you catch yourself spiraling about judgment, repeat. Their opinion is outside my control. My character is not. When someone questions your choices, try this line. I get that this isn't what you would choose. It's still what I'm choosing. No argument, no courtroom defense, just clarity. Because you don't need everyone's approval. You need alignment. Here's the liberation. When you stop living for their approval, you get yourself back. You stop performing, you stop shrinking, you stop editing your life to avoid judgment, and you become more real, more direct, more calm, more solid. And ironically, the people who matter tend to respect that. Not because you demanded respect, because authenticity has weight. Marcus Aurelius had an entire world judging him. But he didn't build his life around applause. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He didn't ask, what will they think of me? He asked, am I living according to my values? That's the question that matters. So here's your practice this week. When you feel the pull of approval, pause. Ask, is this about what's right or about being liked? Then choose character over applause, because their opinion of you is not your problem. Your character is, and that's where your power lives.